We have notified the Zimbabwe Republic Police of our intention to have a march, a procession, a protest on 22 July, where we need to hand off our petition to the Zimbabwe Human Rights Commission and the Parliament of Zimbabwe. So today we were called in by the police and we had a dialogue around confirming that it is indeed the Crisis in Zimbabwe Coalition that has given that notification. We are now awaiting the police's response on Wednesday, and this is where we are now.
We saw there was a huge police presence in the city center. Is it because of your program?
The government is generally afraid. It's afraid of the people. It's afraid of the citizens. We understand that the government is failing to provide public services. It's failing to provide decent wages. Cost of living is going up, and the government is failing to address the economic challenges. The government is also afraid of itself within its own party, and we don't know exactly where the fear is coming from, but we know it's a government that is failing, and the government that is failing that is becoming so afraid of its own citizens.
So what will you do if you are not granted permission to march by the Zimbabwe Republic Police?
We are not expecting that the police would deny us the opportunity to exercise our constitutional rights, because these are rights that are enshrined in the Constitution, and there is nothing in law that the police can use against us. We have notified them on time, and they've not raised any concern about our process. So we are expecting them to allow us to have our procession. If they don't do so, we will then approach the courts, and we don't expect the judiciary to be an appendage of a particular interest group like the ruling party. We expect the judiciary to explain and lay out what the law says, and we think that the judiciary will do so. If it fails, if both the ZRP and the judiciary fails us, then we've got no option than to simply call citizens to get into the city and protest and exercise their constitutional rights.
Well, and lastly, are you getting enough solidarity from all the civic society groups and opposition political parties who are also suffering at the bad policies by the government?
So our call and our intention to protest is to protest against the deteriorating human rights situation in the country and the continued persecution of human rights.